So recently I've been on a kick of trying to figure out how to maximize my time and how useful my time is. And what I came up with was a schedule. So I was going to wake up at 7 o'clock, do some meditation, go to the gym, eat some food, and make content for my New Year's resolution to put something out every day and check my emails. And then I was going to do a 3-hour block working on a business and stuff like that, do some networking, hang out with friends, whatever, work on school and getting a certification. I was going to do a 3-hour block for PixGenie, yada, yada, yada. And this is all good and fun, and it's really, really high value activities to be pursuing, but there is one fatal downside that this has. It's too rigid. My schedule tends to be a little hectic sometimes. Every now and then I go to class. I usually don't. And then sometimes I have a job interview, or I have an event that I need to go to because it's a valuable event to attend, or I've got a meeting with some friends for PixGenie, or just all sorts of things can mess up a big blocky schedule like this. But there is extreme value to be had from blocking out your time and working on things for extended periods of time. Basically, the key to succeeding at a project is to spend a lot of quality time on it. And quality time is time where you're actually working on it, not just kind of working on it. And that tends to happen in 3 to 4 hour blocks for me, I think. If you think about investing 3 hours in a project every day for a week, that's 21 hours you worked on it. That's a whole part-time job. That's a lot of volume of work that's getting done over a couple months. You can actually get so much done. That's like 100 hours a month plus. Well, roughly. And it's just kind of annoying to try and make a schedule for me. So I figured something out. What I can do is say, all right, I've got this many hours awake, and I'm going to devote this many hours to PixGenie. I'm going to devote this many hours to going to the gym. I'm going to devote this much time to working on content. And I was looking around for apps to figure out how to do that, and I found a couple contenders. So I'm just going to show those and how they work. My favorite one is Atracker. That's probably what I'm going to end up using. So I can define tasks in here. I'm going to create a task, and I'm going to call it Tussles. Boom. And I'm going to change the little icon to, that should do it. And I'm going to color it, let's just color it red. Why not? Boom. So now Tussles, if I click on this, it's starting to record the amount of time I've spent on it. And you can see that content was already running because I'm working on creating content right now. I've been working on creating content for, if I click off, I've been working on it for 5 minutes and 29 seconds. And my goal for the day is 30 minutes. You can see up in the top left corner, I'm 18% done with meeting my time goal for content. So basically, what I would do is, if say I start working on a presentation for PixGenie, I just open this app, boom, click PixGenie, the time is running. Even if I shut my screen down, I can unlock my phone and see, okay, I've spent 50 minutes on PixGenie today. And I set it up so that PixGenie has a goal of 3 hours per day. So this is really, really cool, because if I pause to go to the bathroom, or I pause to go to a meeting or something like that, I just say, okay, I'll finish the 3 hours I'm going to work on PixGenie later. And I get to choose how I'm going to spend my time for the day, but I get to leave a couple question marks in the air as to what time blocks those are going to fit in. All that has to happen is that I have to spend that time working on that thing every day. It can shuffle it around. There can be an hour gap in between it. There can be a 3-hour gap in between it where I go play volleyball, if that's going to happen. So I think this is going to be an absolute game changer, right? I'm going to put back on content because that's where I'm at. And then here, if I want to edit Tussles, I think I can add goals for it. Goal overview here. All tasks, goals. Yeah. I'm going to add one for Tussles. Plus. It's going to be on Tussles, and I'm going to say duration per day. I'm going to set that to 3 hours per day. I want to be working on that project. And there we go. Well, let me edit that. I also want to have, 3 hours per day. And then lower is not better here, so I'm going to leave that off. Higher is better. And then notification, sure. I don't know what the notification does. So I'm going to save that. Boom. So I'm spending half an hour per day making content, 3 hours per day on Tussles, 3 hours per day on PixGenie. And if I run out of things to do in that time block, there's really no excuse to be running out of running out of things to do. I can either create a priority list, I can make the website better. I'm just spending 3 hours per day working towards these goals. And maybe later I'll dive into how to actually track what those goals should be and track, how to decide what to work on every single day. That's still something I'm working on defining for myself. But an app like this, I think, is going to be a total game changer because it's asynchronous. It's not super structured and painful. It's just, hey, Jared, you're awake for this many hours. You're spending this many of them on PixGenie. And I need to spend those hours or I fail the goal for the day. I think it's going to be super useful. Content, it's fine if I spend less than half an hour on, because really the goal is to put out a single piece a day. I suppose what I could do for content, I could go run around LinkedIn and make some comments and stuff for the rest of my time. I'll probably do that. Half an hour a day is not bad. But yeah, that's what I'm working on here.